We are going inside the toy box with Luca. So let's get cracking! Hello all my explorers and welcome back to Loren's Adventures Out There. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Loren and I'm with Castles, Capes, and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We talk Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, The Muppets, 20th Century, National Geographic, ABC, Hulu, Disney Plus, and more. If it's about Disney, we are talking about it. So if you like that kind of content, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. So before we start this video, we would like to again remind you that without the labor of writers and actors, we wouldn't have the kind of Disney content that we discuss on this program, including this deep dive into Luca. So we support the 2023 WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes. So we are continuing our series Inside the Toy Box, which is our look at the films of Pixar Animation Studios. We started off with Toy Story, and we will end with the last film, Elemental. And today, we are talking about 2021's Luca. Luca tells a tale of an intrepid young sea monster named Luca, who is bored of life under the water. When he meets another sea monster named Alberto, who lives on the surface world, he becomes increasingly enamored with the world above. The two become fast friends and dream of buying a Vespa to explore the world, but changes in interest challenge the friendship and their dream trip. The film was directed by Enrico Casarosa in his feature directorial debut. He had previously directed the 2011 Academy Award-nominated Pixar short, La Luna. It is the first Pixar film to be made almost exclusively at crew members' homes due to COVID. Inspired by his childhood in Genoa, Italy, Casarosa based Luca on himself and Alberto on his best friend, Alberto Suras, who voices the fisherman in the Italian dub. He said, "My summers were spent on beaches. I met my best friend when I was 11. I was really shy, and I found this troublemaker of a kid who had a completely different life. I wanted to make a movie about those kinds of friendships that help you grow." Artists were sent to the Italian Riviera to soak up local culture and the peoples, as well as inspiration of the environment. The film's look, feel, music are all rooted in 50s and 60s Italy because Casarosa felt it was a, quote, golden age that feels timeless. Filmmakers looked at Italian myths and regional folklore, including the Telaro octopus and local, quote, little legends about sea dragons, creatures that either come out to help or get into trouble. Casarosa said, quote, "I always found the old sea monsters on maps really fascinating. The mystery of the sea was so represented in the weird creatures that we used to draw. And that area has a lot of wonderful myths." Production designer Daniela Strivella said that it took a year to design Luca. She said, "Enrico always wanted Luca to be a bit of an introvert and someone who was curious. But it took us a little longer to figure out that Luca is a dreamer. He has a strong imagination and a really evolved inner life. That's when the character came to life for me." On animating the transformation of the sea monsters, Casarosa said, "So you're using the same tools roughly, and you're not completely reinventing. but you're trying to bring some warmth, some texture, some imperfection. The computer naturally kind of wants to be a bit realistic and perfect. So for me, it was like, why don't we bring on some painterly vibes to our pictures? How do we bring texture so that it's a little more imperfect? And watercolor paper. I love to draw and I love to see the hand of the artist showing through and being a little bit expressive in the world, because we were also wanting to take people to see Italy in this wonderfully enhanced and stylized way, but also in performances and the characters, wanting to make them feel a little bit handmade. Casarosa was also inspired by the works of Japanese legend Hayao Miyazaki, as well as the stop-motion work of Aardman and Wes Anderson. Luca stars the voices of Jacob Tremblay and Jack Dylan Grazer in the main roles, with Emma Berman, Saverio Raimondo, Marco Baratelli, Maya Rudolph, Jim Gaffigan, Peter Son, Lorenzo Crisi, Marina Mascheroni, and Sandy Martin in supporting roles. Tremblay said the relationship between Luca and Alberto is going to bring back a lot of memories when people watch this, and I'm hoping that when people watch this, they'll be able to forget about COVID. It's so cool I get to be part of someone else's childhood. I think especially now, the story is really special because for me, I haven't been able to see my friends because of COVID, of course, and this movie is all about friendship. So when people see it in the theaters, I hope they'll be able to remember hanging out with their friends during summer vacation and just having a blast. Dan Romer was brought in to score the film and was inspired by both Italian and folk pop from the 50s and 60s. The film features songs by Mina Eduardo Bonato, Gianni Morandi, Brita Pavone, and Quartetta Cetero, and excerpts from operas by Giacomo Puccini and Gioacchino Rossini. Like Soul, Luca was released solely on Disney Plus in the United States and other territories. It only grossed $49 million worldwide in the theaters. Luca scored 91% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, with critical consensus stating, "Slight but suffused with infectious joy, the beguiling Luca proves Pixar can play it safe while still charming audiences of all ages." Luca won the People's Choice Award for Best Family Film of 2021. A short film titled Ciao Alberto was released on Disney Plus. It is written and directed by McKenna Jean Harris and produced by Matt DeMartini, with Enrico Casarosa as executive producer. It focuses on Alberto as his relationship with Massimo grows to where he sees him as a father figure. Casarosa expressed interest in doing a Parent Trap style sequel in which Luca and Giulia try to reunite Massimo with Giulia's mother. While no plans have been announced, Disney Plus did send a survey to subscribers asking about their opinion of the movie and asked, quote, "How likely would each household member want to watch another movie including the characters and world of Luca if it became available?" Okay, so what did I think of Luca? I love Luca. It is either my third or fourth favorite film. It kind of like rotates between Luca and Coco. I love those films so much. But the thing I love about this film is just the pure simplicity of it. It's the same reason why I love Dumbo. Dumbo has a very economic storyline that's very simple, sweet. It's not trying to accomplish a lot. This film is trying to recapture Casarosa's childhood in Italy, and I just think that that is so special. I love the fact that he's still friends with his friend Alberto enough to give him a speaking line in the Italian dub. I just think that that is so fun. I've been a fan of Casa Rosa since La Luna, and so just seeing this film, and giving him an opportunity to do this, I think was so great. And I hope that he is able to do the sequel that he wants to do. Not that I'm wanting a lot of sequels, but I could definitely see a sequel in Luca. All right, well, did you watch Luca? And if you did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you had a good time today, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. Visit us on all of our socials down below, and visit our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you later. Bye!